I'm Kendrin.
What up, what up? It is Deja. How y'all doing?
I know. If you've never been here before, we cover pop culture in real life. And today we're coming to you with the episode about reality TV. Because we do some of that too. And if you've never been here before, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel and like this video in advance. We're covering Summer House, Martha's Vineyard.
Yes, with the black people.
Blacks.
But also, welcome to all the newbies. I feel like at some point we probably need to
Yes.
reintroduce
Hello.
ourselves. So, hi friends, thanks for joining the party.
Yes, yes,
All
yes.
right, on
All
to
right.
the mess.
So, Summer House is
uh,
back.
Girl, Summer House first season. They had like their first season jitters or whatever. It was okay, gave a little bit of drama, but this season they are coming in with the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so my first impulse is to mention that Silas is deployed, and while
Praise
I'm sure
God.
that that is very traumatizing for Jasmine, I am could not be happier that he is
Hello.
not on this cast. Not that he's deployed, I'm just happy he's not here. He could be anywhere else. He could be down to his mama's house. As
He
long
just
as
don't
he
need
is
to be
not
there.
on this program, I am all the happier. So thank you. I'm so happy.
Girl, I mean, at least you knew his name. I did not. I'm
I
not
wrote
gonna
it
lie to
down.
you.
Wrote it down. Because I can't remember it either. I barely remember her.
Girl, okay. I so coming into the season, I did kind of feel bad for her because she felt like she was iced out from the group, and not
Talk
even
about
felt like
that.
it was clear that she was iced out from the group. But like, girl, you allowed your partner to ice you out.
Yeah. I think
You
um
did that shit intentionally.
yeah, I would agree with that to a certain extent. Um I think that the cast and her friends in the cast were seeing the inner workings of a pretty new marriage, and I don't, especially with somebody as um much of strong opinions as Silas, I don't know that that would have ever gone well, to be honest with you. So I feel like maybe it was too soon for them. Like, I know this is a show, but it felt like it might have been too soon for them to be doing this hosting of the situation to me.
I
Um,
agree. I
and
don't
then
think that as a
also,
new couple, they should have been on a reality show.
no, 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 no. And
It's the miracle
especially,
that they still together.
yes. And also, like, just where they are in life versus where their friends are in life. It wasn't like there was another, like, not even married couple, but another couple or whatever. But they were just like the only couple and working out their problems in very real time, very loudly. And
In more ways than one.
and
Poor
it did not
Amir
go
last
over well.
season.
No, it did not. I do feel
Hey,
bad for her in a little bit. I will say this because her, I think it was, which one was her friend? Summer, was it Jordan? No, it was Jordan.
Jordan.
So Jordan was kind of like when they finally had the confrontation of like, you have iced me out. I've been trying to call you. I've been trying to get in touch with you. I'm trying to catch up with you. Like, and you don't respond to my calls. You don't respond to my texts. And Jordan's feedback was basically like, I don't recognize this person. So it didn't feel genuine to me having conversations with you. And I felt really bad for Jasmine then
Hmm.
because it reminded me honestly of an event that I went to over the summer, which was, well, it was over last summer, maybe the fall. Anyways, hard to tell here. But
Child, the days is all together.
but I went to Dr. Joy's book signing for her Sisterhood Heals, and she did a talk, and she talked about how there's three big transitions really for friendships, and that's usually when somebody gets married, when they have a baby, or when they get a new job. And it seems like Jasmine was um getting married the first season, or freshly married the first season. She's pregnant this season. We've known now that she's pregnant, or she was
Hmm.
pregnant during this time period. And so it's like they're not doing a good job, I don't feel like, of extending her grace for the seasons that she's passing through. And that made me feel really bad for her.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same token, she was kind of insufferable last season.
Oh,
And
she was
while
absolutely. To be
while I
clear, she was
understand,
insufferable in like really trying, and some of this she did bring on herself because she was really trying to put on this like housewife perfect whatever. So I'm not nullifying Jordan's point, but like some of this is a bit of trial and error. Like some of this is like I said, they were newly married. So it's like
Yeah,
some of
I
this is
agree.
her trying to find her way. And I don't feel like because her friends are like very young and very like still on the scene, I don't think that they're like really trying to hear it with the having grace conversation of like, okay,
No.
she's trying to figure out what it means to be a wife to this person in this way.
Yeah, I agree. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out now
Yes.
that he is not in the house.
Yes.
What I suspect is that she's going to be a little bit more of herself, even if it's a bit reserved because she is expecting.
Yes.
I
I
think that
wish she
she'll
had
have
have
a
had one season where she wasn't pregnant or like
yeah.
I wish this season had have been her time to shine before she got pregnant.
But like the girl said when they went off to brunch with Preston, just like a man in the military to knock you up
Oh yeah.
before they deploy.
100%. Make sure you're sitting down and not doing a thing. And
Hmm.
based on how we saw Silas behave last season, I am quite sure it was intentional. And
Hello?
growing up
He was
where I
trying
grew up and where we grew up in a very military oriented area, it happens. They do it all the
all the
time,
time.
all the time, all the time.
All the
Deployment
time.
babies left and right. Okay.
Okay.
So,
We avoided the rationings.
amen. So, oof, yikes. So moving on, we have a new cast member, Noelle from Atlanta.
I love her. She gives me
I like
Virgo
her.
energy.
She at first I was like, woo. I was like, woo, Noelle is overwhelming, honey. Like she is giving a lot of energy. But I by episode 2, I was like, I kind of wish there was another Noelle. Because the rest of these people are very like buttoned up. I mean,
Stuffy.
they're not buttoned up in meaning like they not doing anything, but they're just kind of like it's one note, and then Noelle comes in and is like outshines the entire scene, you know?
Hmm. She finna be the breakout star this season, I'm for sure.
For sure. For sure.
Um, let's talk about this love triangle that
Ooh,
is a brewing as it relates to Noelle, Summer, and John Legend's cousin. What is his name? Alex?
Alex.
Is that Alex? Okay.
Mhm.
So first of all,
Mm.
I am
Mm.
highly disappointed in the girl. Okay. I am highly disappointed because
In
for
summer?
okay, in Summer, yes. Because
Okay.
I
Okay.
Summer is being dishonest.
How so?
So while Alex probably did not clarify what type of time he was on, he's giving nice guy fuckboy energy. While he did not
There's nice
clarify that's
guy
the
in
type of
there.
time that while he did not clarify that that's the type of time that he was on, Summer at the same token is denying that she's had real feelings for him. Like when they went to the brunch and they're asking her about, well, how was the get down or the
Mm-hmm.
get down, and she's just like, oh, he wasn't the top of the top and so on and so forth. But it's like, girl, at this point it's giving that you're trying to save face, because if it was not good, if it was not nothing to talk about, you wouldn't have been so pissed off that he was paying you dust. You would have been more in the fact of like, you know what? You're right. I want to forget that shit ever happened.
Okay.
Like it's giving girl scorned because you're mad he's not giving you the attention that you so choose. And we all have been in those positions where you think that it's going to be a little bit more than what it is and it ain't. And then you find out and you get the face crack. But like be admitted in the face crack. Like
I didn't
this
get the vibe that she thought it was gonna be more. It seemed like both of them were clear that it was just what it was. Like it was what it was.
she does
Um,
not seem clear. Not the
okay.
way she was acting.
Okay. That's a difference. That's a difference of opinion then. Because I didn't get the feeling. I thought that it was very much like, yes, she wanted attention, but she just likes attention. Like she wanted him to invite her or whatever. And it seemed like everybody had a bone to pick with somebody for not being invited someplace. So it was like, okay, Sure.
Yeah, but there's a way to say that you got a bone to pick about that. The thing when she told everybody that they was smacking bellies,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. And the
No.
emotion that came out of that. Now, granted, it was also some alcohol involved. So maybe like
Yeah.
I should take this at face value. The girl was a little tipsy, so you feeling extra zealous at the time. But
Yeah.
it's
That's
just
what I
giving
took it as.
dishonest. It's giving dishonest. She genuinely liked him and thought that it was going to be something, and then it turned out to not be that. And then him giving you nice guy fuckboy energy, like it's just rubbing. It's like adding salt to the wound.
I
That's the
don't think that he gives any. I don't think there's any nice guy in there. I think he he just is on what he's on. Like it doesn't give me like he's trying to deceive other people. I don't know, maybe because I've met people like him, but it just doesn't. Yeah,
no.
to me,
I'm not saying that
he
he's
doesn't
trying to
give to
deceive
me
her.
nice. Yeah, I didn't. It doesn't give me nice guy, energy at all. Like it's just like, all right, he's cool. He's a good time if you're in town. That's what I got from it. Was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I was in LA, I hit Alex up and we did what we did and now it's over. Or wherever, New York or wherever. I think she lives
LA
in
and New York. She
he's
lives
in
in
New York.
LA, I
So I
think.
swapped that. So anyways, it was like, oh yeah, Alex was out in LA, he hit me up and we did what we did and that was kind of it. Like it didn't seem like they were carrying on in any real way. But I take your point that she seemed a little bit bothered by the fact
Like
that
she's just a little
he,
scorned, and it's giving that.
okay, sure. Um, yeah, I thought it was weird that she didn't tell Noelle about that though. So
Okay.
yeah, I thought it was weird that she wouldn't that Summer didn't tell Noelle. She was just kind of like, yeah, he's fair game. But I feel like, yeah, he's fair game, but you should also know that there was some relations over the summer, and I
Period.
just want you to know ahead of time like what you're getting into. Like I feel like that's pertinent information, and you know me,
Hello.
I don't always think that you got to tell everybody like everything, but I think that's pertinent information.
No, but especially if your friend is saying to you that this person, so boom, I have been in this position
Okay.
where it was someone that I had feelings for and started to have feelings for. This is after, and this person was friends with, we were all
Yeah.
friends. Let
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
do that thing because I'm trying not to tell all the story. But
Hmm.
so we were all friends. I did
Yeah.
not know that the two other friends had decided to
Yes.
cross boundaries and do all types of things.
Yes.
I had no knowledge of it. And then the friend decided to say to me, very much kind of how Summer is moving, like, well, you're trying to basically come after my leftovers or whatever, the thing that she said in the
Mm,
confessionals. But the friend decided to say to me, well, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to put any weight on what you could have with that person. But like, girl,
I think I think that's a decision for the
for me to
person,
make.
for the not the leftovers, you know what I mean, but what the second person out of the situation who's coming in blind, thinking like, oh, y'all were just cool, y'all kicked it, y'all might have gone on some dates, y'all might have hung out, whatever, whatever. Like that's a decision for them to make whether they want to now go
Mhm.
behind somebody that you've already, explored intimate.
And but the thing is, Kendra, you know this story. I'm
I
not trying to
do.
say too much because like it's old, it's water under the bridge. But
No,
having
it
been in this position, I totally am on Team Noel. Like, girl,
oh,
what are you
same.
talking about?
No, I agree with you. I think that Summer should have told her, and Noelle obviously believes that Summer should have told her as well. Like, girl, you have to tell me that bit of information. It's not like y'all were just, walking around, hanging out, going to ice cream.
I'm like, what kind of mm. So my situation aside happened over a decade plus at this point, but still,
Right.
like, I think we were probably in this age group that they're in too, which is the
Yeah.
funny part.
Yeah.
But like that's not, I understand. I think no not Noel, Summer's standing is like girl code, like, yeah, I told you that we were talking, we were hanging out and whatever the case may be. Like, why do I need to tell you anything more than that if I
Yeah.
told you
Yeah.
that part? But it's like, no, but you also said in the same breath that snake tongue, you also said, I mean, he's fair game if you want to talk to him. Like, girl,
Yeah.
which one is it? You cannot be mad if the girl is now interested in him and he is also interested in her, and he pays her attention and deals with her in a way totally different than what he dealt with you, because she about to see that happen. I see it on this
Yeah.
season. I see it coming, because
Yikes.
Noelle is cool. She is
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy. And I'm glad, honestly, there's somebody that's gonna bring a bit of something spark to the situation, because um what's his face? Amir being in a relationship, and his girlfriend seems kind of, based on everything he said, that she ain't
She ain't with the
with it.
shits.
And I'm surprised she even was like agreeing to him going to be in the house with a bunch of single women. But he literally took himself and sat in the corner when the tushes started shaking. So I don't
And my thing is, the
like
girls and the flapjacks is crazy to me, especially that damn Shanice. Stop shaking your. You look like Ashley from Housewives of Atlanta, and I mean not Atlanta, Potomac. At least Ashley got a little bit of flapjack back there because she didn't have 2 babies. But girlfriend, you are shaking pancakes.
the swimsuits were not even fitting properly, if we're being honest. So like, what is happening on this screen? So much is happening. So Amir was getting very judgy about Nick, you know, being there with tush shaking on either
Child,
side
Nick be
of him.
drunk.
Nick be drunk. And this brings up a point that that came up, that he gets a little
Little touchy feely, little happy, little giggly.
touchy feely when he's drunk. And this actually kind of plays into one of our previous episodes about the like reckoning of reality TV, of like, you supply these people with copious amounts of alcohol. He's clearly always drunk, and like now he's having to face the music. And I'm glad that they're doing it on camera, of him like going to the girls. We see at the end of the last episode, or episode 2, he's going to the girls like, y'all my homegirls, do I make y'all uncomfortable? Is that too much for y'all?
Like,
Give
what's going on?
what's going on?
Nick don't even know what's happening. That's the gag. And that's what
Yeah.
they said. And that's what I also appreciated about Jordan in the moment when they were having that conversation. She wanted to make it clear that she didn't think that it was any like ill intent or malice behind it.
Yeah.
He just be handsy and drunk.
You be handsy and drunk, but you also have a girlfriend, and so like this might be too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that they're doing it on camera for the audience to see, because how many times do we have we heard stories about people being drunk and doing inappropriate things, like we talked about on the last episode? Is like, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they're hauling the conversation out in front of
doing it early
of the class.
But I mean, I would expect nothing less of this group. I think that they, for the most part, tend to handle things pretty well. I will say that Jordan is not my favorite.
No.
And it's because everything is a big, like, it's a big production. It's a big ordeal. And sometimes it just don't really be any of that. Like how she treated Amir last season, and like how she felt like she was, you know, like a piece of meat on display, and like bringing that same energy into this season. I hope that we see a whole lot less of that, because it, like, I remember feeling last season, we didn't really talk about it, I don't think, that I felt really bad for Amir, because he was like, damn, like I really genuinely like you, like I ride for you, like I'm trying to get to know you on an intimate level, and like you're telling me that I'm like, he was really, really upset. I do remember that.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's possibly also why he was like, you know, I'm gonna go into this situation with a girlfriend.
Possibly. I think it makes it a lot less awkward, so he doesn't end up in an Alex Summer situation.
Bro.
Like, ooh,
y'all, let us know if you are watching Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the Black people, because like Summer House has not been Black until these last 2 seasons. What are you whispering? We can't hear you. Say that again.
Summer House the Blacks.
Let us know if you're watching, and please drop down and put some commentary into the comments box. We do talk back to you, and we love the engagement, because Kiki is a Kiki. Of course, that's will be it for this episode. We'll talk to you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Bye.